Hey everybody, welcome back to Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. So at this point in my training, we have kind of moved on into a strength regimen. And right now, with the weather being nice, I'm going to try to jog about 1 day a week until the weather changes. And then I'll probably move into something a little bit different, maybe some rucking or some things like that. So wearing a weighted vest. But for now, what my target is my zone 2 running. So today I went out trying to discover like what zone 2 running might actually feel like. And yeah, it turns out I had some good revelations today. It was actually hard for me to get down into zone 2. I wanted to push the pace because of just the training that I've been doing. But it was a really good practice in making some kind of changes to my running. So I'll go ahead and run that over with you today. So we're calling this Monday Run Day. Just because it's Monday, I've got a little bit of a gap between clients, and I wanted to take the opportunity to get out for a nice light jog. It was windy, but it's in a fall temp, so it was really nice. I ran in a t-shirt, but I could have probably been suns out, guns out. It's actually quite nice. So I walked about 0.3 miles to warm up. I did about a 2.51 mile run or light jog, and then I cooled down for about 0.52. So those are both walking, and that's running. So my total run time was about 24:04, and I would say the workout itself is probably 30 to 40 minutes. It's probably more like 40 minutes. And my run pace was a 9:35. So this is kind of the big gist of this. I'm trying to get as much time as I could in zone 2. And I was a little confused. I set my watch to show me my kind of heart rate. And it turns out zone 2 for me is up to about 120 beats per minute. And when I first started off, I was thinking maybe that that was too easy. But then once I kind of got it regulated, I was realizing, oh, okay, that is in fact zone 2. So that zone 2 pace for me is probably closer to that 10 minutes a mile, 9.5 minutes out on the river trail, which is fine. So I spent 13 minutes of my run in zone 3, which is more than I kind of wanted to do, but I was still learning. This is the first run I've been trying to target, this zone 2. And I spent about 10 minutes in zone 2 training. So I think if I'm going to add this additional running in once a week, I really want to make it so it doesn't take away a lot of stimulus from my bigger lifts. If I'm going out there and I'm pushing it, I'm going to be wasting my legs on running when I want to be trying to push my gains on strength. So the goal then with this zone 2 training is trying to find this zone which doesn't tax me. I can do it. I got to carry on a conversation, and it's still getting me some cardiovascular benefits, but not really digging deep into my other training regimens. So that's going to be the goal for these Monday runs. It still gets me out. It still gets me in contact with the running, but it doesn't kind of take too much away from my weightlifting. So that's the gist here. Mile 1 was 9:09, which I was pushing it a little bit. I just didn't trust the zone 2 quite yet. Mile 2 was definitely in that zone 2, which I'm going to target. And that mile 3 was probably in and out of it with that 9:36 pace. So that's the deal right now, obviously, focusing on the strength training, squatting, deadlifting, bench pressing, overhead pressing with some bis and tris mixed in there and some core. But then maybe once a week, we'll go out and try to do some zone 2 training. So that's all for now.